So this video is going to look at the adaptable dashboard. That's the area here above the underlying grid. We made a few changes for it in March 2020 as part of version 6.1, so we thought it'd be useful just to recap how the dashboard works, what it does. So there's really two sections to this video. The first is dashboard visibility, and this is really kind of where the dashboard is and the various modes that you can see it in. So by default, when you start up AdapTable, you see a dashboard like this in full view so that you can easily switch between tabs. If you want to just to make it a little bit smaller, then you can reduce it like that, and then you still see everything. You can still perform your search, etc, etc. You can still open buttons to make things happen, but you have to open and close tabs like that. Where screen estate is even more important, and this is really particularly the case at the moment where people are working from home, so they're using smaller screens than they're used to, then you can go into floating mode. So you just double click the header and then you can put this wherever you want. It still works, so you can still perform your search. And then whenever you want, you either double click on the header, or alternatively you can do it that way, and obviously that will save. So if you'd like to keep your dashboard here, say when it's in floating mode, when you refresh it will come back to there. As far as the contents is concerned of the dashboard, it's really four main areas. So and all of these are exposed by state, so you've got complete flexibility over which of these elements you want. In your dashboard config, in your typical predefined config, the dashboard section will allow you to decide which of these different areas you want. So what are they? Well, the first is the functions toolbar. This toolbar here lets you see all the functions in AdapTable, and then you click on one of those, you can go to it. You've then got tabs. Tabs are basically ways of managing toolbars. So it's very easy to create your own. You just go into configure dashboard here, and we, for instance, can create a new tab. Let's call it demo, and you can start to put existing toolbars into it. You can even use custom toolbars like here. You can move toolbars out of one tab into another tab. And there we are. There's already our demo. Close it, and that's the tab we just created. The other thing are function buttons. These are the buttons that you see here. You can choose which buttons you want, and again you can configure the dashboard to do that. So for instance, if we say we want, I don't know what's good, or we want column information button, we can stick it there. And if we want a pie chart button, let's stick it there, and then you come out, and now I can, there we are, there's my pie chart button. That lets me choose any column, see it as a pie chart, or etc, etc. And then the last one is a quick search, which, as you've seen, allows you to do things like, you know, sort of greater than 50, greater than 500, and you can see any columns we can match. So that's the dashboard. It's a way of putting elements that you use very frequently in a nice, easily accessible way, and it has different modes of looking at it, particularly useful, as we say, for where screen estate is at a minimum and you just want to kind of have the grid showing you most of your page, and then the dashboard there as and when you need it. As always, thanks for watching, and any questions, do please get in touch.